Our next speaker is Mr. Nicholas Bockhoff, who is the General Manager at Water Services, South India, SUEZ Environment. May I please request him to come and present his innovations? Mr. Nicholas, over to you.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to everyone. So today, the topic, resource management and circularity for sustainable cities. So it's amazing because it was very easy for me to prepare this presentation because I had no need to change any word in the SUEZ corporate material because it's matching perfectly with this topic. And you are going to see why. So, can you see? Yes, the screen is okay. So who are we, SUEZ? We are a leader and a partner of municipalities and industries for the management of water and management of solid waste. So for that purpose, we offer a range of services and solutions, including design and build. But our core business is and remains which is linked to the construction of the Suez Canal more than 150 years back. So our core activity is to manage utilities, water utilities and waste utilities. So we are present in all across the globe, including in India. So I am coming to there in the past 40 years. So, and we are present, we started with constructing water treatment plants. 7 years back, recently actually, we started with water services and especially 24/7 projects. I will get back to that. And also we are present in industry services, mainly through the recent acquisition of GE Water. And for instance, we treat, or we help, we enable 50% of the refineries to treat their processed water and discharge water in India. Also, we invest a lot in research and development and innovation to ensure that we can source or develop the appropriate solutions for offering performing services for utilities. So the overall ambition is to face the scarcity of raw material and natural resources, so mainly water, of course, but also raw material such as you can see on the screen, iron and so on. And one of the major issue is the excess of plastics, so which is generating a huge amount of waste, of solid waste. So how we address this? So we offer services that are mainly through, as I said, business models such as PPP, so concession, delegated service, and of course also some smart solutions, some punctual or individual technological solutions, but I insist that this is not our core activity. So we enable the access of resource to anyone, so typically the 24/7 projects. We help municipalities and industries to be compliant, so to preserve the natural resources. We optimize the use of resources through efficient utility management. So for that we involve digital operations, digital tools, and also we participate in producing new resources, so recycling, mainly recycling of water, so water reuse, and also recycling of solid waste, plastics, etc. So for the cities, now if we look into the services for the cities, and the next one will be for the industries. So those are our two major business partners. So for the cities, we improve the customer experience through better improved service, so transparency, availability of public service, water, waste collection, all that kind of aspect. So actually we are a utility. We have more than 5,000 municipal clients for utility management across the globe. So then we contribute to safeguarding the environment. I already mentioned that through better reduction of discharge. And addressing climate change is also the topic through reducing greenhouse gases emissions. So here are a few selected references. So we have many more, but those are emblematic cases. So the first one is the largest wastewater treatment plant in the world. So it is in Santiago in Chile. It's a 7 million population equivalent in capacity. So SUEZ is in charge of operating it. It's a PPP. And in collaboration with the client, it has been designed to be one entirely self-sufficient with zero emission, zero discharge. And this is, was appraised by United Nations. So the emblematic projects in India are 24/7 projects. So we run currently 7 projects like that, mainly in south of India. So the aim is to convert into 24/7. So under new business models. So the new business models being that we get incentivized to the result. Actually, we are committed to 24/7, and this is enabled through a long period of contract. So if we don't achieve that target within 15 to 25 years, then we get heavy penalties. So this leads me to introduce the concept of smart water utility. So why we are talking about smart water utilities or smart utilities in general, also smart waste utilities, because of course it's serving the ambition of smart cities, which are mainly to reduce environmental impact, to improve quality of life, and to mitigate risks in general. And for that purpose, so we are applying also a range of solutions, but I tried to summarize this in one slide, which is digital technology and ICCC, which we implement in many places, mainly in Europe, but also we are looking at India, which is also interested in this kind of solution. So the concept of ICCC is to not only to monitor what's happening in the utility and more generally in the city, it's also to control. So to be able to control the manpower, the workforce that is working on the field to solve complaints and to run the utilities. So for the industry, it's very similar in terms of technologies. It's just the business model is slightly different. So the industry, but we help industries to be compliant, to reduce, to make their products more sustainable. So with less, for instance, less production of waste. And we support them in all those ambitions. Few examples here, very quickly. The major key players like L'Oréal, Nestlé, and For the plastics recovery, plastics recycling, it's a growing business all across the world. So we have developed, besides running sorting centers and so on, we also develop solutions to recycle, to reuse, to give a second life to plastics. For instance, we have an agreement with a well-known suitcase manufacturer to produce suitcases made of recycled plastics. So, of course, the basic business in solid waste management is waste collection, ensure proper waste collection, waste sorting. First step being landfilling, but if possible, that's not the best option, but it's better than nothing. And that's the way we help utilities to address and to become more sustainable and to become smart cities. So, and to address their challenge of the 21st century, which is mainly the resource management and to deal with resource scarcity. So that's a very general presentation of SUEZ activities, very helicopter view. So if you have any specific question, of course, I will answer that during the Q&A session. Thank you.
It was really thought-provoking. It was kind of very unheard of having 24/7 water in cities like Coimbatore, and I only wish we could solve Chennai's water problem, and the Kaveri dispute is long forgotten. Thank you for that wonderful note on the efforts of SUEZ.